Yeah, so really exciting to be having calves born on our property here, because when you buy calves or cattle from outside, they have to be drenched. It's just part of the protocol for moving through big sale yards. So it's hard for organic producers to bring in new stock from elsewhere because of the transport requirements. So everything that you want to sell organic kind of has to be bred on site. We had to go away from chemical drenching, any sort of chemical inputs, to manage our external and internal parasites. In the subtropics of where we are right now, it's very wet and very warm, which means it's very abundant with life, but it's also abundant with parasitic life, so it's quite hard. There's not a lot of producers doing organic cattle in this region, hence why you have a lot of buffalo flies that I'm swatting away as I'm talking, and a lot of internal parasites such as liver fluke and different types of worms that the cattle can get. So an organic management practice that we've been doing is using apple cider vinegar, citronella oil, different herb remedies, and just working with our cattle a lot in moving every single day, keeping them off parasite-ridden ground. They're always moving somewhere fresh, somewhere clean. And then these organic calves that we're having, hopefully through these organic management practices, we're going to have some organic beef coming out of conscious ground in the near future. So the biggest part of organic management of your cattle, you can do all the organic management practices of drenching with different holistic remedies, but if your breeding's not right, you're not going to have much luck. If the cattle have been adapted to live in a place where they don't have a lot of parasite load, such as a lot of breeds of cattle have been bred to live out west where it's very dry, you're still going to have a hard time managing them organically. So we've been trying to select our breeding to this specific context. So we're selecting animals, constantly culling out animals that don't do well in our context, which is just part of organic management. You have to get rid of anything that doesn't do well, and then just selecting animals that do really well and breeding from that and building your bloodlines from there. So we've been working really hard on that, bringing in bloodlines that are tough in this region from different local producers. And yeah, we've been seeing a lot of success. It's been a fair bit of work, but it's finally kind of coming together with calves on the ground, getting a really healthy herd going into this growing season. Some people focus on one strict breed. I really like the variety of breeds because you get more resilience in that way. So we don't have a pure bloodline. There's a lot of different breeds in what we're breeding, but it gives us a lot of resilience because there's that diversity inside our herd of genes. So, identical to our breeding program with the cattle, we're also trying to start that with our Dorper sheep herd. They eat a different variety of plants, so they eat a lot of stuff that cattle typically wouldn't. They're also both dead-end hosts for both of their parasites, so by having them together you can help eliminate a lot of your parasite load, which is a cool part of that kind of holistic organic management of everything. Same kind of goal with that as our cattle. We're trying to kind of select for traits that do well without chemical management and building up our breeding herd of Dorper sheep.